I slept 15 hours yesterday. And the reason why I say slept in brackets or air quotes is because, I don't sleep all the way through the night. I always wake up because I have breathing issues, because I need to cough, because I need to go to the bathroom or whatever. So I wake up multiple times throughout the night. And as a result of that, I didn't actually sleep 15 hours. I don't know exactly how many hours I slept. If I had to guess, I'd say probably more around 12, but that's still a long time, which seems like a good thing given how I haven't slept very well or a lot in the last 3 weeks. However, turns out it's not such a great thing. In fact, that's kind of the summary of my life lately. Things are going great, but they can never be fully great. It's like, this is good, but this not so much. In this case, well, there's a couple things that aren't so great, but first one is, as a result of sleeping all those hours, whether it was 15 or 12, I don't know the exact number, um, I am physically rested. I feel physically rested, but my brain feels even more tired than before. You know that sensation of like when you sleep so much that you're more exhausted than you were before? It's kind of like that, and it's kind of like just for the brain. So it's like my brain's like, I don't want to function today. And of course, today is the day where I have to go to the pharmacy to refill a couple of prescriptions, and I'm just like, I should be fine. Physically, I feel good, but my brain's just like really out of whack and focus, and I'm just like, I don't know, that somehow feels unsafe. Not quite sure why. Huh. Now that my brain worked for like 2 seconds, I'm like, I could call the pharmacy and ask him to deliver it instead. That could definitely work. Anyway, that's beside the point. So, conclusion is, yesterday I actually slept a lot, which seems like a good thing, turns out is not a good thing. And the other not so great thing about yesterday, this morning, that entire period of time is because I went to bed so early, I ended up not taking the second anti-nausea pill that I normally take, because I'm like, I'm not going to be eating for the rest of the day. Seems kind of pointless to take it now, so let's just skip it. And seemed like a logical idea until this morning when I woke up and I brushed my teeth, and that triggered my gag reflex, and I ended up throwing up. And as if that wasn't bad enough, I actually threw up blood. Not a lot of it, and to be fair, I don't know where it came from. I don't know if it came from my throat and was a result of just coughing so much. I don't know if maybe I brushed my teeth a little too hard and it was like my gums like that bled a bit. I honestly don't know where the blood came from. There really wasn't that much. Still, I'm like, all right, I'll call my nurse, leave her a message, explain the situation and everything just to be safe. So she'll probably call me back on Monday when she gets back to work. So we'll see on that front. But I'm not too worried about that. It's just like, you know, it seems like great. I had a great night's sleep. I slept a lot. Everything should be fine. It's like, yeah, in theory. But then I feel exhausted mentally and I throw up and there's blood that comes out. So it's like, it can never be. Everything is great. Everything is getting better. It's like, some things are getting better, but there's also some crappy shit going on. It's just, that seems to be the pattern going on lately. So, definitely not fun, but at the same time, like I can't control what happens. Just gotta go with the flow, make the most of it, and yeah, hope for the best. Well, I mean, I know everything's gonna work itself out in the end. I'm not worried about that. It's more on the how long is it gonna take front, because the estimate they gave me is like 2 to 6 weeks for these symptoms to, go back down to normal. And what I mean by normal is the level that it was before the radiotherapy. So, assuming that the radiotherapy will get rid of the symptoms, that could take more than the 2 to 6 weeks they gave me. And at this point, it's been 3 weeks. So, hopefully, it won't be the full 6 weeks because that would suck. Things have definitely been better for the last 3, 4 days. But But yeah, as you can see, definitely not back to normal. Still coughing. And yeah, it's pretty much my life lately. Things could be worse, things could be better. Some things are better, some things are worse. There's never like one day where everything is perfect. There are some days that are a lot better and only a little worse in some aspects, and vice versa. But so far in the last 3 weeks, I haven't had a single day where I'm like, all right, everything about today is better. There was a day 3, 4 days ago that was the best day so far in the last few weeks. But once again, it wasn't perfect. Like, okay, it was the best, but still not perfect. There's always like at least one small thing that goes on that happens during the day, and it's like, well, okay, could have been better. Could have been much worse, of course, and I'm very grateful for that, and I'm very aware of that. But yeah, it could always be better. So my goal for today is just to relax, which sounds weird considering the fact that I spent 15 hours in bed. But yeah, it's just like I don't feel like I have the mental focus, the mental energy to do anything aside from just sit on the couch and watch TV all day. Maybe depending if I'm feeling better, I'm probably gonna wait a couple hours because I would like to be able to go outside. Going for a walk to the pharmacy would probably do me good. It's just physically, I want to make sure that it's not dangerous for me to do that and that it's the right choice. So I'm gonna wait a couple hours and then judge whatever makes more sense to go there physically or to just call the pharmacy and ask them to deliver it to my house. So we'll see whatever I end up doing for that. I think I'm just gonna try to take it easy today. And hopefully, tomorrow will be one of those days where everything is better. So, fingers crossed on that front. And now comes the moment of truth, whether or not I will miss the button.